Hello beautiful, welcome back to my channel. My name's Regina and I'm the makeup enthusiast. In today's video, I am finally going to be testing out all of these bits. So I have all of the stuff that I purchased from Wayne Goss here in these silver packets, and then I also grabbed out my Uoma Beauty concealer. I thought I would give that a test as well, seeing as we're testing out a whole heap of new products. I just realized there's probably lots of background noise and that's really annoying. If there is too much unbearable background noise, I will do a voiceover for this video, because I just realized that what are they called? The crickets, the cicadas, I don't fucking know, make a lot of noise, and I do think that they show up on the screen, on the audio very badly. So if there is lots of background noise, I apologize. I am doing what I can. It's a busy weekend. I have to film at this time, so I'm doing what I can. I have here in this bundle here, I have one of the blush palettes, I have one of the bronzer palettes, an eyeshadow palette, a lipstick, and a lip liner. So I'm going to swatch all of this stuff for you as I go along. We're going to test it out, we're going to have a play, we're going to see what it's like, and I'll give you some first impression thoughts on all of this stuff. And before we get into that, if you are new around here, I would love it if you would consider subscribing down below so you can keep up to date on my content. And with that all being said, let's jump on into the video, and I'm gonna zoom you guys in so you get a better look. Okay. Let's start off with the eyeshadow palette. I always like to do my eyes first. So I have the Wayne Goss eyeshadow palette here in the colorway Pearl. These are called the luxury eye palettes. So the packaging is this like shiny black packaging. It does show fingerprints quite badly, but it is what it is. And they're not the easiest to get open, I will say. This is what it looks like. So it is a very pretty palette. This is like the palette that he kind of designed as a, I think like a bridal palette. This is going to be all over the place, but I'm going to swatch them first so you can see what they're like. These are the first 4. So top 3 rows, and then this is the next row. These are not very good swatches, are they? And that one. So that's the first 4 colors, and then these are the next 2 here on my middle and ring finger. So that's this one. It's like the grey color, and then this one here is the super sparkly color. Okay, I think I'm definitely going to have to use this one because it looks really pretty, and it is like a really nice super sparkly one. I don't know whether you guys are going to be able to see, but my one in here, it looks like it's not pressed down into the pan properly. It's like the pan, it's popping up a little bit up in the top corner here. I don't know what's going on there. It's like it hasn't been, I don't know whether it's not glued down properly or whether it's like lifting out of the pan. I'm not quite sure. I'm starting off with my Kat Von D Shake Primer. This is the one that I have been using a lot of late, and I do really enjoy this eyeshadow primer. I think it's a great eyeshadow primer. And I have completely clean brushes here to use, which is very exciting. I'm going to start off with this one here, and I'm going to use that to set my eyeshadow primer from brow to crease. So just this like top half of my brow bone here. And I just do this because I like to be able to have this area here set, because it just makes it a lot easier for me to blend up towards my brow. I prefer like a really kind of faded look, especially when I'm working with colors like this. I do prefer something that has a lot more of a faded look, and having this area here set just allows for that faded look to be achieved a lot more easily. I might take the same brush, so that fluffy brush again, going in with this pink color here, running that through my crease. And blending it up towards my brow. I'm gonna take, go in with a smaller brush, like a bit of a pencil, like a fat pencil brush, into the brown matte color here, and I'm going to pop that on my outer corner. Just slowly build that up. This might not be the best brush for this. And blending it into the crease. Just going to change to a bit more of a fluffier brush. This is like a fluffy angled brush. I just want to build up the color on this outer corner just to give me a little bit more definition. And I'm just pulling that brown round into my crease and creating some shape in that crease. I think I'm happy with that. Now, I will say, I actually quite like these. These are like, they're not that super high intensity that's really popular at the moment. And, you know, sometimes I do prefer this like more really nice, natural, really flattering. Like this kind of makeup is really flattering when it just kind of enhances, like it just slightly enhances the shape of the eyes. It's not like overbearing, not overpowering. It's just really nice and subtle. Like even you could just leave it like this and call it a day. Really nice. Okay, so I'm going to pop that brush down. I'm then going to go into a smaller brush. Actually, I might take this brush. This is it's kind of like a more compact blending brush. I'm going to take the grey. I'm going to focus this on the outer corner to deepen up. Just add a little bit more dimension on this outer corner. It's literally just like deepening up that brown ever so slightly, and it just really emphasizes the shape, and it's a lot more flattering on the eyes when you have like just a slightly deeper color on this outer corner. If you had a black, it would be super intense and it probably would overtake the look, whereas having this gray like this, it takes it from like a mid-tone brown to a little bit deeper brown. This one here over the lid, and then this one on the inner corner. And I'm just using a flat shader brush. We'll see how this goes first initially, and then we might have to go in with a finger maybe, depending on how it applies. Okay, I'm not getting much. Let's try again. We'll try swirly motions in the pan. Okay, that's better. So you do need to kind of agitate your brush in the pan a little bit if you want to pick up any shadow. That's actually really pretty. Again, it's like just slightly catching the line. I'm going to go in with my finger because I think that's going to be the best option and give me the best payoff.
Okay.
That's really pretty. And then just taking a different finger and kind of blending along those edges. I really like, I don't know whether you can see it, but maybe when the light catches it like this, how this shadow kind of makes my eyelids look wet. As much as I hate applying shadow with my fingers, this one, I think this shadow in particular applies a lot better with fingers. So I tried to build up the dimension a little bit on this one, and I mean, if I'm honest, if you want to get that super like nice dimension on the outer corner, you are probably going to have to reach for a black in another eyeshadow palette, because with what's in the palette, it only lends itself to like a more subtle, like it definitely is pretty. Like I like this look. I think it's really pretty, and I think that like the color on the lid, like I said, it almost makes the lid look like wet when it catches the light. It's really pretty. However, it doesn't really lend itself for like a super dark smoky eye. This is probably as kind of like deep and smoky as you're going to get it. If you do want it to go deeper, you're going to have to reach for something that is darker than what you're getting in this palette. Don't get me wrong, it's really pretty, and the formula on these, oh man, I really like it. It like blends like a dream, and it's just effortless. It's no fuss, no mess. You just can get in and do it, and it looks really nice. I think I want to get more of his palettes. Do I need more? Definitely not. I'm gonna go in with my Bourjois CC cream. Ordinarily, I would like to use a foundation, but I am so close to finishing this, and I want to finish it before my next check-in. I'm trying to use it every chance I can get, because I feel like there's only like maybe half a week's worth of usage out of it. Let's see how much of a difference, or how light this Uoma Beauty concealer is. So I picked up the color, this is the Uoma Beauty Stay Wet Concealer in White Pearl T2. This is what it looks like. This is the first time I'm using this concealer, and it's pulling a lot out on the end there, so I'm just going to put a dot on each inner corner and then blend it out, see how far it goes, and then I might dip back in if I need. Okay, I think the color is like spot on. I think I chose the right color in terms of how it's looking under the eyes. I might be sold. So I'm just going in with the Charlotte Tilbury Under Eye Magic Powder to set under my eyes. This is kind of like an illuminating powder. Then for my face, I have the Nakia Joy Velvet Finish Powder. That is face done. Now I'm going to go in with the Radiance Boosting Face Palette. This is in light gold, and this is like a duo palette, so it's kind of got a bronzer contour. These are what they look like, and let me swatch these for you so you can see the difference. So this one is a lot warmer, and it does have a bit of a sheen to it, whereas the other side, quite a lot more cool tone. So you're definitely kind of getting both out of the one palette. It does look like it's quite sheeny. Going in with a Refa brush, this is the P22. I'm gonna start with the bronzer side, and then okay, so I just dipped in, and I don't know whether you can see that's all the powder there, so hopefully I'm gonna tap it off to start with. So I only have like a really tiny amount because I don't want it to be too much to start with. I'm gonna build slowly. I don't know whether this is for me. I definitely feel like I can see like the sheen, like I can see the gold, and I feel like it's kind of emphasizing a little bit. I don't know, I feel like it's a little bit too dark for my skin tone. We'll see how we go. Ooh, I did not blend that out very well, did I? Okay. Now, I feel like it looks nice here, so on my cheeks. So far, I think I'm liking it as like a bronzer on my cheek, but in terms of bronzer on my forehead, I don't know. I do think that this is going to be something that I will definitely have to decide based on like what it looks like on camera. But just from looking in the viewfinder, I think like this section looks really nice and like healthy, but I don't know about my forehead. I feel like my forehead, I've just put like highlighter on it. Okay, next I'm gonna go in with the contour side, and I'm just gonna like carve out just ever so slightly up the top here. Got this Sephora brush here. This is a pro contouring brush, and as you can see, it's a lot smaller than the other one. Now the other side does not have as much kick up, so I've just tapped in lightly there. I don't know whether you can see the pigment on the brush, and I'm just going to start like in my hairline and then bring it down a little bit. I don't like to bring my contour too far down. I just like to focus it like probably until like about here, so maybe like a centimeter or so. I don't like to bring it too, I like to blend it out a lot, but I don't like to bring it too far down. I do think it blends well, which is what I like to see with contours, because some contours just look like a grey stripe on your face. So I do think that he's done a good job on the contour colour. I like to be like healthy glow, but not like super over the top. And then I'm just like blending him out with my big brush again. But I do think I like how the bronzer, especially like the golden side, looks on my cheeks. I think it's like really nice and like it's a healthy glow. Next I have the Weightless Veil blush palette. This is in blush Peony. So I should have said in the bronzer palette, there is Soft Gold Glow, which is this side, Soft Gold Glow, and then the other side is Light Taupe. Then in the blush palette, we have Shimmer Pink and Sweetened. So these are quite bright. A little bit worried here. I have a little refer brush, and I am going to again go lightly because I don't like a massively pigmented blush, especially when it's like this pink. So I'm going to build it up quite slowly. At least this pink kind of matches my eyes. I would like to see Wayne bring out the blushes either in like singles or bring out like some more variations of the duos, because there are a few blush colors that I like, but the highlighters I don't think would work for me, and vice versa. It's not kicking up a lot and it's not grabbing a lot on the brush, which for blush I like to see. I really enjoy blushes that you can build up and aren't super duper intense on first application, especially ones that are a little bit more difficult to blend. But this one I think is blending quite nicely. I think it looks nice. Maybe a little bit on the pink side for my liking. I forgot to swatch it for you guys. So we have the blush color and the highlight. I think that's those two there. So can I just say, this is going to take me a lifetime to pan, because I only put like a gentle touch in it, and like this is already what I've got. So it's going to take a while. I'm just going to take my powder brush and blend over that. I always like to do this with my blushes, just to, especially kind of like around the edges of them, just to give a better blend. So this is one of the Sigma tapered highlighter brushes. I'm just dipping in ever so slightly and popping that up here on my cheeks. It's not picking up too much when I just dip in, which I like to see, because on like a normal daily basis, I like more of a subtle highlight. Let's go back in and do my lower lash line. I'm going to do the brown on my lower lash line, and then I'm going to pop this one in the middle here on my inner corner. So brown, inner corner. I might pop a tiny little bit of the grey on my very outer corner. To complete the look, I have a lip liner here and a lipstick. So this is the Essential Lip Liner in Natural Berry. I will do a little bit of a swatch here for you. So these are sharpenable lip liners. So that's the colour there. And then the lipstick I have, this is one of the, what are these called? The Luxury Cream lipsticks, and I purchased the color Lily. Now, the nude lipsticks weren't out by the time I placed my order. I think I placed my order and the nude lipsticks were released like less than a month later. So I, yeah, went with these two, but I think I will get a lot of use out of these. I will line and fill my lips in. I like to fill my lips in completely when I use lip liners. I do feel like the lip liner is somewhat emphasizing the texture on my lips. It's a lip liner that is on the drier side. Now let's go in with the lippy. I don't know if you can see, but the lipstick is like really emphasizing the texture on my lips. I don't know whether it's because my lips need a good scrub or what. I'm gonna have to give it a try independently, like each by themselves, and then I'm going to also try when I do like a good lip scrub and then give them a try. Other than that, like I said, the bronzer, the golden side on the bronzer, it's definitely one that I have to go light-handed with, and I do feel like across my forehead I'm looking a little bit golden for my liking, but when I applied it to the cheeks I really liked how it looked. The blush, it's quite pigmented. You only need a little bit goes a long way, but it is very nice to blend. It blends quite easily, and then if you do what I do and go back over like with your powder brush and give it like a good buff, it tones it down really nicely and it really blends it smoothly into the skin. The highlighter, you know, it's not super duper blinding, but it is just like a really nice kind of wet skin look, and it is really nice. Oh, also the contour, I normally don't contour, but I think it's like a really nice shade for contour, especially for my skin tone. It's not overpowering, it's not really difficult to blend, and once again it's quite pigmented. So with most of these products, or at least the face products, I think it's just like a one dip, especially if you have really pale skin tone like me, a one dip and you're good. They are very pigmented, but the flip side to that is you've got the benefit of, if you just dip in lightly, it's not going to grab up a whole heap of product on your brush, and that way, if you apply it that way, it's going to allow it to blend a lot easier. They are like on that effortless side, especially the eyeshadow palette. I think I really want to go and pick up the one that came out after the Pearl. I think it was called Tourmaline. Has a really beautiful like magenta pink in there, and I think I really want to get it. I really like how this eyeshadow look turns out. It's not something that you are going to get like a really intense smoky eye or really over the top with color. It is more the effortless, seamless, foolproof kind of makeup, and that's like what I really like for like everyday basis. I'm gonna play around more with the lipstick. I really like the color. The color for me is like perfect everyday nude color. I like more of like a nude with a bit of a pink to it for my everyday nude color. However, I'm not quite sold on the texture just yet. The concealer, I feel like the concealer looks really good on camera, helping to kind of minimize the appearance of my crease under there, and I think it looks really nice from a distance. And the color for me, I think I did a fantastic job on the color match for my liking. So all in all, I think this was a hit. Would I buy anything else from Wayne Goss? I think I would go back and buy more eyeshadow palettes, because they were just like a dream to work with, like super blendable and really nice effect on the eyes. Wayne Goss is definitely on my radar. I'm gonna keep playing with the lip products and see if I can get them to work for me, and see if I like the effect and look on my lips. If I do, I probably will be tempted to pick up more of these. I'm excited to actually try the Uoma foundation now, because I think this is a pretty good concealer, so I'm excited to try the foundation. So there you have it, guys. That is my first impression, thoughts, and test out of the goodies that I got from Wayne Goss. I am really happy that I did pick these products up. If you have tried anything from Wayne Goss, let me know how you got on with those products down in the comments. I would love to know what you've tried, what you like and don't like from the lineup, and give me your recommendations, because I might buy more. While you're down there, if you did enjoy this video, make sure you give it a big thumbs up. If you haven't already, I hope you would consider subscribing down below so you can keep up to date on all my future videos. That's it for this video, beautiful. I hope that you're having an absolutely fantastic day. I hope that you are staying safe and healthy and looking after yourself, and I will see you in the next video. Goodbye, beautiful.